Hey guys, welcome back. Let's see what happened. Alright, so let's go to the other screen here. Alright, let's clear all the drawings to make sure we've got a clean chart. Alright, so we've taken those lows in the AM session, we run PMI high, and then we went straight up to those 720, call it 720 level that we've been speaking about. Alright, so now that we're in it, let's just have a look at the 1 hour. Where do we find ourselves here? Alright, so we in this fair value gap. So we've got this gap here. Now the thing about this gap is, for as long as we don't invert this to the downside, I'm going to be bullish. If we close below this, I would look for these lows as targets, but for now we've cleared this equal highs, and we might test it to go higher. And if we want to go higher here, this is going to be the next target. That, well, basically we can just mark it out as the next fair value gap. Alright, so that, in my opinion, if we stay above this fair value gap, we obviously most likely going to target the top fair value gap. I don't know if that's what we want to do and then come down with NFP Friday, but let's just keep an eye on this. Alright, so that's marked out, so we know exactly what that is and where we are, so now it will make it easier for us to look. See, we're stuck into between two fair value gaps. Alright, now it's just keeping an eye here and see what's happening. At this point, there's nothing that stands out for me, so we're just gonna have to be patient here. Alright, let's see if we can get some action here. Don't expect too much, and I'll tell you why, because we had this nice big up push. Let me move this to a 15 minutes. So why I'm jumping between these time frames is I always like to do that to see where I can see something much clearer. So this is looking like a typical bull flag type of thing, and it's in a fair value gap, and yeah, so that's all liquidity building up there, and we could see some sort of a push to go higher. Don't know, I'm not trading bull flags, I'm just saying, or we could just go there and then down. But I do think if we stay above this fair value gap and not get an aggressive push down and close below it, well, my aim is to get to the next level, which is that maybe that 800 level. So let me go to that 1 hour. Maybe just makes a little bit of a screenshot here. Remember, we're doing journaling, and let's just copy this. So we've got 11 minutes, guys, and what I'm going to look for is if we close down and the next one we close above here, that to me would signal something to go up into there. But this is an hour, so lots can happen in an hour. So I'm not going to be too crazy by taking that trade, just because of the time frame. I'm not going to be around for another 2 hours to keep an eye. So 1 minute. Just take that line off and see if there's actual. Right, so looks like nice equal highs here. Another one for the books. Guys, it's always good to keep record of these things. You will be surprised. Okay, let's have a look here. Taking that buy because of that wick test. Probably not the most perfect trade here, but let's see if it plays out. Here's a push now. Probably not the best trade. It's going to dump like that. All we know it's there for the taking. I guess this, if this fair value gap forms, it would be something to keep an eye for any bullish moves. So let's keep an eye on that one. Okay, well, looks like it's wanting to push lower or not. Looks like if we close lower, why would we want to go down here? I'm just keeping an eye here to see if there's any longs setting up to take any trades. This is a nice IFEG. Good to see some sort of a test here. Really wanted to see that pullback there. Would have been great. Okay, let's see if we can get it from here. Probably drop from here. Right, so now we see that test of that black candle over here. There was a wick, that would be the test. I ended the trade down here, and the reason being is it's a fair value gap. There's another fair value gap, and I wasn't sure if we were going to go all the way to test the IFEG. This could be some sort of a breakaway gap to go into that liquidity. That is why I took the trade here. And as you can see, we have already broken a new high, so this should be a good spot to buy, to take a short scalp. But again, let's see. Right, it's pushing. So there was an entry there for a scalp to go into this equal highs, and then we've missed a retest. Looks like two gaps. I entered in the top end, and yeah, hopefully we can get through to that 2000 level, and if it's strong, I think we can go all the way, but I'm only taking it off at these equal highs. So close. There we go, boys and girls. And that was us just looking at equal highs, mark them out and wait for, and if you really think about it, you take this swing point up to there. This is your discount, and even this was in discount. Didn't give us that test, but it's not always going to work out the way it should be, so at least there was an entry there, and maybe while we wait we can go through and look at some examples of this week tests and see if it would have, you know, played out nicely today if you were just focusing on those. Right. So we push higher. I mean, you don't want to get caught in, you know, this mess from earlier. Let's give it some breathing space here. Alright, so we're obviously rushing off the charts here. So let's just give it. Alright, so we've got a target to the top side, and which is the 21,800. Will we get there? I don't know. So what we'll do is we'll just remember we stay above this, we're bullish. So let's look. We've run equal highs, we close above that, we don't spike through it. So the difference here is can't even see one. Right, but anyways, let's see if we can get this black candle, next candle, to close above there. Then there's probably some upside again, and we'll see how we run into this little fair value gap and rejecting off that. That one there, that's context, it's rejecting. Now if we can get this white candle to close above there, then I will most probably look to do another scalp or trade. Bear in mind we're above this equal highs. We could see this white candle here, just testing this to invert to go lower. I can't see why we want to go lower. I know it's a high, lower, higher low. Now we've got a high, maybe get a lower into here. And now that would be something to look into. See where that candle closes. Right, let's look at where can we see this go to. Down to this level here, and most probably gonna be that one there. Or maybe this was just a fake down into this fair value gap, but that's your discount area. If this close above there, then obviously we can maybe look at another scalp, or this is okay. Well, let's see. Boom, boom. See what happens here. Maybe it spikes in there and make a big rejection. Then we know we probably want to go higher. Don't see anything specific. Okay, so it looks like we want to go. Remember we said into that level, that was the discount. Now if we close above this black candle, we consider targeting this or higher. Only because we touched. Didn't do it. See how this thing went up, white candle, black candle, that wick is holding all those candles. That's just a nice scalp, but that's counter trend. Unless there was nothing else here, and but we could see some upside here. Let's see. See if we can get that push. This candle must go close above there. See if we can get to 1,000 here. See this lows, highs, low, 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 low. So we could see this move up there. I must say that momentum here really looked like we want to go to those highs, and at this discount level, maybe just want to go deeper in here first. Let's see. So this low took out that low there, but still didn't fill much of this imbalance. So maybe we get this one to push lower, or if we close above that black candle now, that one, we could see all of this get taken. And next would be see if it wants to take out this high. Okay, so now we can test this and run up. Test it, test it. Oh, Okay. Nice to see that test, so you guys can see how does this work. Very darn close. Boom. That's more than a test, guys. That's a move lower. Don't get it today. It's all these highs, all these highs. But I must tell you guys one thing. This week, you know, when there's so much news, you do the AM when the news comes out, and if price is too edgy, then it's best just to sit on the side, paper trade, read price, mark the stuff out, and see how it actually plays out. And just realize, I mean, weeks like this is when you get shaken out. But there's still good opportunity though. I mean, if you really look at this price action here, we know we come from this low here, and the reason I'm calling this low, it's this black candle low is higher than the middle one's low and that one, so it's 3 candles. Before this move started, that's the lowest low. I know it's down here, but that's the low for this move. Then you get a swing high. This high is lower than the middle's high, and this high is lower than that one. But then we formed a new low, and we break that. We test it and we carry on. And that's the high, that's the low, that's 50%, that's discount. And if you think price should continue, you should try to get in down here and target these highs. Because this is equal highs. If we really wanted to reverse, you would have seen this immediately reverse. Not like this. I mean, you get stuck in this range. It's best just to close your laptop or your PC or your iPhone or your tablet and just walk away. Because here you're gonna sell, it's gonna come up, it's gonna go down, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. It's just everywhere. So I took a trade up here, which is silly, because I should have just taken the trade down here. But anyways, and that is what I have to say about that. Right, I'm looking at a few things here, and look, it looks bullish in my mind because we're above this fair value gap. We made a high, we made a low, we made a high. This actually, if you really think about it, I mean, I know there's other swing here, but I'm just looking at this leg up, leg down, leg up. This should actually come down. If you want to draw that trend line, and that is down here at this candle, this black candle. Because then you get this type of thing. That's liquidity building up. And then, I mean, that would be a nice trace to bounce it from here. And, I mean, whichever way. But anyways, and then try to take it up. the same as this. Show you guys. See how this goes down, up, 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 down, and then boom. Take all this liquidity out, create nice equal highs here, comes down, and then go take it out again. Alright, let's take that out and see how this thing is gonna retrace into here, or we set into here somewhere. Or what we can, I mean, this black candle now, I mean, let's make it bigger, yeah. I mean, we can see this thing go and close above there. Then you run these lows. Those are just silly trades. Okay, so this was, now we're going into a similar thing. A low, these are lower highs, low, lower high. Now you can look at it this way. Liquidity up there, liquidity down here, but we're bullish, so what do? We could go up here and then come down, or this could come down, I don't know. So the nice trade was this one here, because of the black candle coming down into this fair value gap. Big rejection, come and test, and then boom. I mean, if you really taken it on this test, which is there, put your stop below this. I mean, that's already a 3-to-1 on the dot. I mean, you can easily just target a 2-to-1 with this and see. Yep, just want to say we could see a drop down into this. There you go. There's the drop. There's the drop. Guys, there's the touch. Now we can see possible upside. Like I said, at this line, that's where we expecting price to go to. Goes there and gave us all the cues. And now we've got liquidity down here. Now we can see price going higher. The only reason I take this trade is because I think because I think because of this whole scenario that I've printed here. Now in essence this gotta go to that high, and we're gonna make it 2000. I'll tell you why. Alright, so now we've got this trend line, right? It goes high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now we want to see a manipulation. If we want to see something to reverse, you want to see price go higher for breakout traders to think we're going higher. But there's some liquidity here as well before you see a drop to take all of this out. That's ultimately what you want to see. This could just test 50% of this wick and then carry on higher. That's 50% of the wick. Where we should hold price. Alright, so this would be another if we see price close, now we ran the low, liquidity. Now we want to see this close above there, then I'll be on side for this run higher. Okay, so why do I say this liquidity? If you go on a 15 seconds or 5 seconds chart, this is a range and that's a low. That's liquidity run back into the range, and then this close above that, then you should target the high. And in this case, I mean, if you really want to go through detail, I mean, there's some equal highs there. And that's what you would target on a very small time frame. But in this case, I mean, this is creating more equal highs. So now you got liquidity. I mean, there's equal highs here. All you need now is price to go and run all these liquidities. I know it's a lot of lines right now. Why am I not trading for 5 seconds or 50-second charts? Well, my package don't allow me to, and I don't think I need that, because I mean 1 minute is good enough for me. I've been trading 1 minute for a long time, so I'm fairly comfortable with that, so I don't need to go down that low. Obviously price can go that low. We got the test on that. I mean, look at all this liquidity. I just want to mark it out so you guys can see it. That is just insane. And we've got a bias to go to be bullish. Let's take this off and call this EQH. And we can put this right. We call it EQH. EQH. And now we're going to pick these liquidity off one by one. We're going to close above that. Then we want to take the highs. Now it's just making that equalize even stronger there, because looks like it's resisting that level, but now it's going through it. See that little volume imbalance there? See if that can hold price. I'm trying to trade something that's worth nothing today, to be honest. It's amazing how you can get trades so right and then come a day you just get it so completely wrong. Okay. If we stay below this, that's probably going to be a short. Close below that. Take it to the 700 level. I think there's liquidity below this into this fair value gap. That's why I think we're going to go to that level. equal lows to me. That's that other liquidity we spoke about. It's liquidity down here. Those liquidities are quicker and then drop. So I think we'll go for this liquidity first. There's equal lows here. That's exactly what this market is doing. It's literally creating liquidity on every angle you can get. So there's liquidity here, there's equal highs there, right? New equal highs just formed here. These equal highs there just got taken. These two equal highs got taken. Then we've got this trend line. Higher low, didn't get up there, and now it's breaking out. So now this could be like a false break for retail traders to say that's a trend change. This big one here is the 1 hour fair value gap, so we are bullish. But saying that, we could still come down, take these lows out before we want to go higher. And we just took this high out, and I don't know what we want to do here. That normally would be a short type of thing, but you know, looking at this liquidity is the closest, so I think we might go to these first. But then again, this could also just create a touch, and then come down here before it goes up there. Okay, so macro time starting now at 2:50 till 3:10. See, we smash into this above 50, and then obviously the direction should be to go down to these equal lows, and even this one here, even down there. Today looks like test of that wick. I should have entered up there. So today looks like try day. Try every candle. weird why we wouldn't go down here. Just too weird. Six. Go push it down. Get lower highs. You've got to push it down for those guys thinking we're going lower, right? Give them a reason to believe to short. Okay, there we go. Breathe. Now we've taken this out. And we step right into this. Now I think we can go up here. The question is, alright, so let's see. This one I go lower. Yep, I'm actually just doing the wrong things here. Reason I put that there is I do think we might want to push lower, so if we can get some sort of reaction just to close this trade, otherwise it's just going to be a bad trade. Thing is now, no, hold on, let me see first. Yep, I think we're gonna drop lower here. I'm actually gonna take that short. Just fair value gap. this is probably making your retailers scared. I see this as support, supporting price, supporting price, supporting price, and I think it will break through it. I think if we can get down to my level, I'm gonna call it a day, and then I'll see you guys again tomorrow. But let's see how it plays out. Hopefully it gives me that profit. Definitely momentum to the downside building up, the looks of it, but it's holding price at that liquidity. Whew, ugly price action, this really not good. I see this just as a pullback. Okay, so let's dissect this one. It's white candle, we ran the high, ran liquidity on a 15 seconds or 5 seconds. Now we're targeting the low. Then we've got low, higher lows here. That's liquidity. If we break through all of that, then I think we might come down to this IFEG. Okay, we didn't close there, so scrap that, but I do think we gonna send price down now sometime. Gonna see a pop down now. Or maybe not. think it will be better tomorrow or at least Friday. NFB. It's gonna give us some good entries, you'll see. Push it up now. Come on, push. You can do it. I mean, it potentially could come into here. Jeepers, this price action is dreadful. And I'm impatient, taking it in the wrong spots. It's got to do better tomorrow. Now let's see if we can push from up here. This is your typical trend trader, trend breakout test, and now expect it to go higher. And this is probably where it could go. Invert, send the price down. See, I could have waited for this fair value gap. I would have had a nice entry. This is exactly where it take these highs out and then boom, stop everybody out. Like I said, this looks like a retail setup. Aggressive push, everybody thinks they're in the right, and then boom. Only thing while I'm holding this thing is I see this equal highs here. But I mean, we just taken these equal highs here. I mean, 50%. Going to take it out there. The reason being is we added 50%. I don't know what it wants to do here. And I've got this fair value gap up here. We ran these equal highs and it's just not wanting to push higher. So I'd rather cut my loss there. I still believe you want to go here. But it's just not giving me the right setup. And yeah, maybe this is right for retail. Nice trend line break, test, and go higher. Or we drop here, invert, make that a fake out, and send price lower. If we close above this fair value gap here, then I think we might spike in here and continue this sideways move here. Price action is just taking forever today. I mean, just look at it. It goes into a zone and screw around. Move into a zone, screw around. I mean, go down, go up, come back. Create equal lows, which was fine according to, you know, following this trend line. We took a short, got out there, and then yeah, I will see. Alright, I think that's it for me. I'm gonna call it a day. It was great hanging with you guys, and probably when I end this, so I'll shoot through all the liquidities that we've marked out. But tomorrow's another day, and tomorrow we'll hit them hard. And I'll see you guys. Stay safe. Cheers. Bye.